the direct hit. I'm glad when a check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she an a. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? I'm in my new.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Tonight, by 20. DC.
Championships, baby.
Value 1.
Check 13.
Now a first down throw, gone. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Mike 5-9. Here we go.
Value 1.
Mike, check. 59. I'm coming.
Hey, Charlie.
Coming to you.
Here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Robert Quinn make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 3rd and long. It's Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. A very good return that time. 18 yards, and the Bears take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dexter Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's Trubisky to throw. Going up top for Miller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Check, check. Hold on. Check.
Six guys. Check 6 guys.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Just beating the play clock is Goff. Forced out to his left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. He's coming. We got double up.
Good.
Sponge.
Alert.
Mike.
Hey. High 7.
Now Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike.
That's
track.
12.
After the interception, here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
We're good.
Another try after the first down sack. Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
17.
Third and 2. Goff. He gets it to Brown. Complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
180.
Coming to you. Check.
Tiger.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
180.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky going deep this time for Miller. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43.
Hey, Haywood.
43. Watch the screen.
Now Trubisky to throw. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 31. Mike's about
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can grab as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Rock twist, rock twist, rock twist. Hey, shell.
To throw again on second down. Goff. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On first down, it's gone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. He's got a man, complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys are...
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long.
Go.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky. The connection made. It's Graham. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check 52.
On third down, a run with Cohen. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner, Kyle Fuller. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2.
Hey, Delta.
All day, every day, any day.
On second and goal, Trubisky, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab as the Bears push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
We go. 76. 76.
Play action. It's gone. Buying time to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Trevor Williams there on the coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Rip left. Switch.
14. 14.
Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
Hey, come on out here.
Shell.
Come get
Shell.
some.
Bravo.
Watch out.
Throwing again is gone. This will be caught by Brown. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go.
And he's going to go down again. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz.
We got him.
A loss of 10 yards on the play.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check hot route.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Brown. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now Goff on 1st down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 8 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Strong right. 4 down. Watch 10. Ran. 10. 24 is the mic.
I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, Foxtrot. 24 is the mic. Alert. 24 is the mic. Push him back.
Now it's Trubisky. Lets this one rip toward Graham. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the Bears first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
First down, Chicago.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Hey, ball. 43. Check, 43. Stop your whining.
Look Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He finds Robinson. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
Check. Crunch. Mike, check.
Hey, wahoo!
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Mike's 59. Who that?
They snap it at one. Now it's Trubisky. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's David Long, the rookie from Michigan, who picked it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Akers. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Nice hit, boy.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Ric Flair.
Mike's 59.
Hey, Zoo.
Bound to lose one. Check 59, Mike.
Obama.
They are going for it. Goff. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Go.
Alert.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
I know he ain't got it. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Get in the weight room.
Ran.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get
they?
a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Defense, let's go. 43's the Mike.
Hey, alert. Smooth.
43. Check. 43. Ready?
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a 4th quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And now this pass brought in by Brown. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Running right, here's Brown. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Right back to Brown. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Super 1.
Mike, check, 59.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Check 90.
Turbo, set.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this kick is not gonna get there. It's short and no good. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Jim.
he's checking. Crash. Mike's 43.
Danny.
Ran, took.
Check three.
Now on 2nd and 16, Trubisky. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Move.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is knocked away and incomplete. But I think it was a free play. Let's check the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Akers. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. Now gone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Hey, Charlie.
He's back to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
180.
Hey.
12.
Yo.
5.
Back to throw. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Back to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. Touchdown, LA! Robert Woods in the final minute. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases,
and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. And that disastrous play, partner, is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's happened to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Los Angeles, they keep on.